Hello all and welcome to the Entrant. The topic for today's discussion is the intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights are a developing field of law in the current century. This video will provide a brief idea about the intellectual property rights and the various theories which will justify the intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights are one of the interesting fields of law. To get a clear understanding about intellectual property rights, we should understand what intellectual property rights really means. Intellectual property rights, also known as the knowledge goods, is the creative work of the human mind. This work can be literary, artistic, scientific. Right to intellectual property right is an intangible right. Intangible rights are the rights that cannot be seen or touched, but it is still enforceable by law. Thus, intellectual property rights are the right given to a person over the creation of their minds for a specific period of time. The intellectual property rights holds a lot of importance across the globe as it helps in the promotion of various fields like science, technology, and arts. The economic right provided to the creators motivates them to create more inventions in various fields. As they say, contribution to the intellectual property rights is sine qua non for industrial and economic development of a nation. This means that the intellectual property rights are an absolute necessity for economic and technological development of the nation. There are four main theories which will justify the need for intellectual property rights. These theories are propounded by famous philosophers and economists. They are utilitarian theory, labor theory, personality theory, and social planning theory. Utilitarian theory. Utilitarian theory is similar to the theory present in economics. This theory was propounded by Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy Bentham is a famous philosopher and an economist. This theory is based on the idea of the greatest good for the greatest number. This theory viewed that intellectual property right is an act to promote general happiness, which will in turn increase the standard of living of the people. Therefore, according to this theory, by allowing a creator to profit from his work, it will motivate the creator and it will benefit the society and mankind at large. Labor theory. Labor theory was propounded by John Locke. This theory considers mental labor used in the creation of the property as labor to produce the final literary or artistic work, which is considered as the knowledge goods. This theory is based on the idea that the labor of the man increases the value of the thing. Thus, the mental labor is considered as a labor and it is given very importance in this theory. This theory also considers that the outcome of the labor belongs to them as a natural right and they can be benefited from them. That is, they can gain profit from their creation. The personality theory is propounded by Immanuel Kant and Hegel. This theory deals with the idea that there is an intimate connection between the creator of the work and the work. According to Hegel, a man acquires an absolute right of appropriation by putting his will into anything and everything, thereby making his. Thus, this theory gives importance to the individual's personality and external extension. This theory states that there is an absolute right of appropriation by putting his will into anything and everything, thereby making it his. Therefore, the creator has all rights to get benefit from the work he has done. The social planning theory is different from utilitarian theory in certain aspects. The propounders of this theory is not clearly found. According to this theory, it is rooted in the proposition that the intellectual property rights should be shaped in as to help the achievement and just and attractive culture. This theory has less established foundation as compared to other three theories. There are different types of IPR according to the World Intellectual Property Rights Organization, WIPO. They can be classified into copyright, patent, trademarks, design, plant varieties, geographical indication, layout designs of integrated circuit. They have different usage and governing laws, but the main aim of every intellectual property right is the protection of the creative work of human brain.